In this video, I'm going to explain how I helped GavinSpeaks revive his YouTube channel. Now, Gavin came to me and he had a YouTube channel previously, but that YouTube channel was shut down and he had to create a new one. And on that new channel, he had been going for about 3 years until it became stagnant. The growth stopped and his views just plummeted, and he was basically struggling to grow and get views, probably averaging around 300 to 800 views per video. And he came to me for help, and I'm going to take you through exactly how I helped him revive his YouTube channel by growing his subscribers, increasing his view count, and most importantly, actually gaining him about 75 new members in his community. The first thing I said to Gavin when I saw his video titles, his thumbnails, and just his videos in general was that his videos look like every other video out there in his niche. And the first thing we needed to do was make him different. Make him completely different from everyone else. I told him to incorporate his passions and his interests into his videos. So we discussed what he was interested in, what he liked doing, and one main thing was traveling. Another thing was money, and then we combined it into spirituality and manifesting. So now in his videos, he talks about how he manifested trips to Thailand and how he loves traveling and how he manifested a bunch of money, or how he helps other people manifest a bunch of money. And it adds a personal aspect. Now, obviously, there's more that he talks about when it comes to being relatable and his passions and interests, but those are the things that come to the top of my head. Now, of course, that isn't just enough to just be different. You still have to make a good video. So of course, being different is just one starting point, but to build on that, we actually have to make a good video. And to make a good video, it all starts with an idea. And there's a few things I made Gavin do which you can absolutely steal. I made him come up with 20 creators that make good videos that he likes or makes videos just like him. And then from there, we can take their video concepts and ideas that have performed well using the vidIQ Chrome extension, which you guys can download and use for free. That I'm actually giving it all away in this video, but you can use that for free to see how well that video's performed for that particular YouTuber. And then from there, you can note that video idea down, note down the title, note down the thumbnail. You can even link the video and remix that title, but keep the core concept the same. And the second thing I made Gavin do, and it came up with the best idea of his whole channel. And I think it might be the most viewed video on his channel right now, over like 2 months compared to his videos that has been up for like 3 years. And I told him, you need to make the viewer have a deal on their time. So the best video idea I can give you guys, and you can steal it as well, is taking the amount of years of experience you have in your field and then making a video giving every single piece of advice that you can in a certain amount of minutes. So for example, in Gavin's case, he has been practicing spirituality and manifestation for 16 years. That is a long time. I think that's 3/4 of the time that I've actually been alive. So I told him, you need to make a video on 16 years of manifestation knowledge in however many minutes the video is. The video turned out to be around 21 minutes, if I remember correctly. So the title was 16 years of manifestation knowledge in 21 minutes. Now you can steal this video title. I mean, please do. I've used this video title. Nero's used this video title. And I tell literally everyone to use this video title. You could have 20 years in the fitness industry and you could do 20 years of weight loss knowledge in 15 minutes. And people are going to look at that video and be like, 20 years, this person must be an expert. It builds authority, it builds trust, credibility, it builds everything. And most importantly, it has the opportunity to go viral. It has the chance to get views. People are interested in this. Now, there are other concepts you can do for this exact same video style where people are getting a bargain on their time. I seen another YouTuber do it. The title was called I Read $100 Million Leads or something like that. The book from Alex Hormozi. Another title you can do is I spent £100,000 on this specific thing. Here's what I learned. Or I lost £100,000 and here's what I learned. It's a large amount of something, and then you're giving them what you've learned or what you've done to get there or to avoid it, etc. And honestly, this was the biggest catalyst for Gavin's YouTube revival. But now that we had the idea, we had to structure the video properly. So one, people are actually interested. Now the video topic or idea was another step to a whole solution, but it's not complete yet. Another thing we had to work on was video structure. And the basic video structure, which I tell everyone to start their YouTube channel with, especially if you're an educator, is you make a promise. And the promise is basically repeating the title that you've given them for the video. And then you go into social proof. and then you go and break down and give the solution to the problem that you were going to solve in the video. Now, for the most part, Gavin's video structure was actually pretty good, but he just tightened it up a bit. The one thing that I made him add to his video structure, which he didn't have before, was something I called retention holds. Now, retention holds, especially in long form videos, are important. You basically remind the viewer that they need to stay till the end of the video so they get the full benefits of the video or the solution. Now, my favorite retention hold goes something like this. You've listened to the previous 2 points, but without the third point, the previous 2 points will be useless. That makes the viewer want to stay and listen to the third point, because they don't want to waste their time having watched the previous 2 if without the third one, it's useless. And I know Mr. Beast does this all the time in his videos, and I don't know why no one ever speaks about it. Halfway through his videos, or like a quarter way through his videos, he'd basically re-engage the viewer and tell them what's coming up next and gets them excited, and that makes them want to stay. And also, I told Gavin that he doesn't need to be hyper editing his videos. He told me, and when he came to me, he said he's tried editing, he's hired editors to like heavily edit a video, and the video didn't perform well. And I was like, well, editing is only a small part to the solution, to a whole solution. So the most important thing you can do when it comes to editing is to front load your editing. And that's where you put 80% of the editing into the intro of the video, because if they don't get past the intro, they won't even get to the rest of the information. Oh, and if you're wondering how I was able to help Gavin Speaks, he actually joined my program. It's called the Universal Creator, and it's where I help people build their personal brands and generate more leads for their business. And if you're interested in becoming one of my one-to-one clients, or maybe joining the group program, there's going to be links in the description to both of those. Now, the final thing that I did to help Gavin revive his YouTube channel, and this is probably the most important one, I'm not going to lie, it's the packaging of the whole entire video. Because if the video ain't packaged right, you might have the best idea, you might have the best video inside, you might have the best editing, you might have the best intro, but if it isn't packaged well, they're not going to click on the video. So the basics of packaging that will absolutely change your YouTube channel. Let's start with thumbnails. The basics of thumbnails is that they need to be easy to look at, easy on the eye. So that means the less elements you have in your thumbnails, the better. So the general rule of thumb is to have your face in the thumbnail, maybe on the left or on the right, and then next to your face, have text or have an image. On rare occasions, you can have both. Now, of course, you won't know which one performs better until you actually post a few YouTube videos and actually test it out. You can use the A/B testing for YouTube thumbnails, but I actually don't know how well that actually works. Now, you won't know which type of thumbnail works best for you, whether it's your face and text or your face and images, until you actually post a few videos and test it out. Now, feel free to use the YouTube A/B thumbnail testing thing, but if you're a smaller channel, it's probably not the best idea. And if you are going to add text to your thumbnails, only add 1 to 4 words maximum. If you add more than 4 words, it just starts to look messy and long. And one thing that you need to avoid when adding text to your thumbnails is don't repeat your title. If your title says how to eat food, the last thing you want in your thumbnail is how to eat food with your face next to it. It's a repeat. Your thumbnail needs to complement the video. So if your title says how to eat food, your thumbnail may have an image of you eating food, or you might have an image of you and then the text just says delicious or delicious food or something like that. Something that complements the title, doesn't repeat the title. Now, when it comes to video titles, the main thing you need to do is induce curiosity. Curiosity is king. The only reason people click on the video is because they're curious to what you're going to say and they don't know what you're going to say. If they can figure out what you're going to say, they're probably not going to click on the video. Also, if you compare curiosity with fear or desire, you have more of a chance of someone clicking the video. I like personally using fear or just switching it to a negative type of title. An example is how to win every game of FIFA. Now, I personally would click on that video. Well, I probably wouldn't because I'm too good at FIFA and I'd probably just win anyway. But if the video said how to never lose a game of FIFA again, that title is 10 times better, because losing a game is frustrating. You can change the titles on your previous videos and it will boost performance, but don't expect it to absolutely explode and go viral. Yeah guys, so that's pretty much it. After that, me and Gavin kind of bounced ideas off of each other. We went through video titles, thumbnails, and everything else. And then he just started posting content. We started off 1 time a week, but then we moved on to 2 videos a week, which we're currently doing now because we want results faster, and it's working absolutely beautiful. He gained 75 members in his school community, which added, I don't know how much it added to his income, but he made his investment back very quickly. So I'm proud of Gavin. And this goes to show, once you make good content, your brand will grow, your business will grow, and you'll just be a happier person. And honestly, if you watch this video without taking any notes, go back and watch it again, take some notes down, because I literally gave you the key to growing your YouTube channel. And of course, I can't end the video without a cheeky plug. So if you are a creator or online business owner that's looking to build their personal brand and generate more leads for their business, there's going to be a link in the description, and you can be the next Gavin, the next Neural Knowledge, the next me, the next Black Bezos.